Hey, this is Sam Black with my first match with Blue-Red Faeries in Modern. I'm on the draw with a hand that I'm going to keep. And this hand is interesting in that it offers the option to either suspend Ancestral Vision on turn 1, or to try to hold up Spell Snare on turn 1, or now to cast Fairy Miscreant. And while it's very tempting to get Ancestral Vision off right away, I'm actually going to wait and hold up the Spell Snare because it's somewhat likely that my opponent will have only a single 2-mana spell, and that this will be a card if I have it now, and won't be if I tap out for it. And also I think that the tempo provided by countering the first spell here will be more likely to buy me enough time to resolve the Ancestral Vision than getting the Ancestral Vision suspended earlier. The Vapor Snag offers some counter-argument that if I suspended the Vision first, I could just Vapor Snag and then Spell Snare a 2-drop. But then I'm basically wasting a card that I don't have to get the Vision a turn earlier. And so I felt like it was better to wait. So it was interesting that my opponent probed me and then cast a 2-drop into my Spell Snare. In the chat, my opponent is saying that they just didn't see the Spell Snare. So, they apparently thought it was Spell Pierce. So that worked out well for me, I guess. I'm thinking about whether I want to play Fairy Miscreant the second Ancestral Vision. I think I actually want to play the Fairy Miscreant because I like having my Ancestral Vision staggered so that I don't just have to discard when they both resolve at the same time. And there's nothing wrong with getting onto the board, even with something as low impact as a Fairy Miscreant. Oh, that was weird. Really doubt the game was over, but nothing I can do about my opponent conceding there. I guess the hand was just all pump spells or tricks or whatever, and the Kiln Fiend. I don't think Gut Shot matches up well against the creatures that this kind of deck plays. Counterspells seem fine, but not necessarily terribly exciting. I probably want to spell over some of the more expensive cards. Wondering if I want Vidalcan Shackles. It's really slow, but I also don't know if they can win if I get to the point where I can activate it. I think I'm not going to go that route because it's so expensive, but that might be wrong. I'm just going to change very little and submit like this. I'm going to keep this. Simian Spirit Guide, Kiln Fiend. I don't know if I'm likely to die if I tap out, but tapping out doesn't seem all that important, and I have multiple Vapor Snags to protect myself, so I'm just going to pass. Happy to buy a Gut Shot here. Takes care of the Gut Shot, killing my Fairy Miscreant or whatever. And another Gut Shot, great. We might get a quick concession here. I'm just going to play both Fairy Miscreants. Kill this now to play around pump spells. And now I can suspend this. And yeah. Oh, that was weird. I guess my opponent had stops set wrong to protect the Killing Fiend from the Lightning Bolt. I don't think it would have ultimately mattered, as then my opponent would have no spells and I'd still have the Vapor Snag. But it's quite the awkward match.